Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, the champion of Bards, and the creator and proprietor of the Everbright Archive. We like to tell stories here, and the best stories are told with a cup of hot, soothing tea. I'm really proud that our show is affiliated with one of the best tea shops in the multiverse, Friday Afternoon Tea. They're a fantastic family-owned company based right here out of the Pacific Northwest, and they offer amazing teas and tea blends that are made for geeks and by geeks. They specialize in incredible blends based on some of your favorite fandoms. My favorite tea right now is called Number 9 for the Tomb. It's an aged white tea inspired by Tamsin Muir's Locked Tomb trilogy, and that's just one of the fandoms this tea shop is inspired by. To learn more and get some amazing teas of your own, visit FridayTea.com and use the code MULTIVERSE. That's MULTEAVERSE at checkout to get 10% off your total purchase, because we're friends now. See you out there on the Storied Path. And hello, welcome back to the Everbright Archive. We're coming to you today with a very special bonus episode, a brand new segment of the Everbright Archive called Tea Time Snack with Cardia Darling. I will explain a little bit more about that in a moment. But I am, of course, Sphinx Akashaa. I'm your current champion of Bards. And yes, current champion of Bards. And I am joined today by the epic, the fantastic, the immaculate Madness Diamond.
Well, hiya. I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I use they, she pronouns, and I will be playing Cardia Darling today for this little fun thing. Who is Cardia Darling? Cardia Darling is the champion of knowledge... Gemmi is the champion of knowledge and secrets. Cardia Darling is the champion of love and communication in Doradian, which is the world that Gemmi is from. And Cardia is a personality who is very persistent. If they have something scheduled, they are going to keep that schedule. And this is the consequence of that. Gemmi was busy, so someone else had to step in to preoccupy Cardia's time. Sphinx, who is Cardia going to be entertaining tonight?
Well, Cardia is going to be entertaining and interviewing our very own owner, proprietor, and gourmand of Uncle Ogh's Inn and Tavern in Dawngate in Phaedos, Oghram the Kind. We'll meet him in a moment. Once again, as with all of our segments of the show, we're brought to you by Friday Afternoon Teas. If you like tea, and I hope you do, you like anything to do with like nerdiness or fandoms, please check out Friday Afternoon Tea. She creates these wonderful collections of teas based on your favorite fandoms. So if you like Doctor Who, there's a Doctor Who collection. If you like Studio Ghibli, there's a Studio Ghibli collection. If you like D&D, there's a D&D collection. Of course, she also offers the more traditional teas. My favorite tea is it's from a series that she has procured and it's from the Locked Tomb book series. It's called 9 for the Tomb, and it is a beautiful aged white tea. It's real smooth. It's real good. So check it out. You can go to her website at it's FridayTea.com. And if you go there, you can because we're friends, you can use our code at checkout, Multiverse. That's MULTEAVERSE. I could put a jingle with that, but I'm pretty sure that the great mouse would not enjoy the jingle that I would put there, and I would receive a cease and desist almost immediately. So we're not going to do that. But yeah, Multiverse is the code, MULTEAVERSE, for 10% off of your purchase at checkout. So check it out. And come and be a thirsty nerd with us, because it's a good time.
Yeah. And if you have choice paralysis, like yours truly, who wanted to use the code Multiverse and get 10% off of a purchase from Friday Afternoon Tea, but there's a lot of options, and you don't know which ones are like favorites of someone. Our lovely Sphinx Akashaa has a little section on the website of his favorite, which is how I got my new favorite, Underworld, which is a beautiful tea with dark chocolate vibes, and it's just, it's so earthy and so homey. It's so romantic. It's like, I didn't know a tea could be romantic until I tried Friday Afternoon Tea. And so give that a shot. Maybe check out the Loft Tomb collection. I'm also very much a fan of their seasonal options. And make sure to sign up also for that newsletter to let you know when some things are coming and going. Because, you know, you might get a favorite for every season.
It's true. And Friday Afternoon Tea also has their very own Discord channel, where everyone who's into what they do gets together, they chat, you can learn about some of the seminars that Friday gives on the weekends and during the week even, and like, it's a good time. It's a good time. I've not met anyone so knowledgeable about tea and just willing to give their time to teach other people about it. So yeah, and they're local to me, and I've got to support I gotta support my local friends. I gotta.
They have a brick and mortar shop, don't they? Too.
They do. In Seattle, I don't remember what neighborhood it is because I've been there like 3 times, and I need to go there more. Yes. But it is in Seattle. It's a nice size shop. They do game nights there, I want to say, on like either Tuesday or Thursdays. So I mean, they do a lot of cool stuff there. They do like a sip and paint, but instead of sipping wine, you sip tea and you paint pictures, and it's lovely. It's a lovely vibe. And if you're there when Friday is there, talk to her, give her a shout out. She is lovely and more than happy to talk to you about teas and get you up to speed with like what tea would be right for you.
Yeah. In today's day and age, nothing's better than supporting small businesses, and small businesses run especially by people who are lovely nerds and very knowledgeable about the things they adore. And Friday is a prime example of that.
100%. Yes.
All right.
Yes. But let's see. So yeah, I think we'll get started. So to set the vibe, it is late night in Phaedos, on the 4th floor of Anwanyu, in the little seaside town of Dawngate. We traverse over to a temple with a sigil of a sun with a dragon inside of it, but we don't go to the temple. We go just behind the temple, past the barn of lovely, now sleeping horse birds. And on the other side of that is a 2-story brick inn and tavern with a large, very stylized wooden sign that reads Uncle Ogh's. And we're not going to go in through the front door. We're actually going to go through the window, and we'll see a large but yet like small for an orc male, green, like deep green skin, long kind of graying dreads, nice big beard, tusks that come up to about the length, or about to the tip of his nose, or where the tip of his nose would be on either side. The left tusk has some pretty lovely and intricate sigils carved into it. and he's putting his hair up in a bit of a bun, and is putting wrapping his hair in a bit of a wrap, because he's getting ready for bed. It's bedtime. He is in some lovely pajamas that are it is a onesie pajama set that has little pictures of like steamed rice and sushi and like other like fun like Japanese themed foods printed all across. He starts to like, yeah, okay, it's time to got my skin routine. Yeah, and he's doing his skin routine, and washing his face and putting the bedtime lotion on, because he's got to look pretty for his customers. And he is turning away from the sink in his bathroom, and he is pulling the sheets back on his bed, when there is a rapping on the door. Or no, not the door. At his window. And it starts, what? Who in the... What? And he doesn't quite get where it's coming from at first. He's confused. He's discombobulated. It's like, he didn't expect anyone to be knocking on his door at this hour of the night. And then the rapping happens again. Faster. More insistent. And then he turns towards the rapping. And it is at his window. And he walks over to the window. And he opens the shutter. Hello?
Oh, thank God. Oh, what? Do you have gods here? I don't care. This one's for you. This one's for others. I have no time to explain. Hi, my name's Amarist. I'm from another place. I can't stay here long. And Oghram sees basically this very frantic, discombobulated figure with very nondescript facial features, because they can't manifest themselves in this world entirely. And they are quite literally hanging out of a window, like portal that mirrors Oghram's window, with shutters and all, frantically rifling through a messenger bag, pulling out several letters, almost. And one of them has Oghram's name, title, designation, address, and all done in this beautiful illusory rose gold script on a really pretty cream envelope. The other envelopes don't have names on them. The script seems to be swirling around as if they haven't chosen who they're supposed to be delivered to yet. And Amarist, who is a messenger of a world that Oghram would know nothing about yet, but might find out later, just kind of is like, oh, good, you opened. I already said that. You need these. Make sure you put on pants. Okay. I did my job. I can't stay here. Bye. And the shutters close. And the window basically absorbs into itself.
You're on the second. Oh, that went away. I've seen stranger shit. That's okay. Never had someone in a window in thin air throw envelopes at me. But she said, this one is mine? And he reads the envelope, and it reads, to the chieftain of the Spine Dagger clan, Oghram the Kind, owner and proprietor of Uncle Ogh's Tavern. It's like, oh, well, that's a lot of information that they seem to have. All right. He opens the envelope and pulls out. What does he pull out?
Oghram will pull out a very neatly calligraphied, on perfect, butter smooth cardstock, and it's almost like a memento level invitation. Like, a lot of thought and love was put into this method of communicating with someone to invite Oghram to be interviewed and tell his own little perspective of a story, and to be witnessed by the masses of the multiverse. And I am sorry that I could not come to join you, but we have a workaround. This is your invitation. Would you do kind and such as your name in delivering the others when they decide their names? And inside is just this beautiful cardstock, but it has this residual feeling to it, almost like ink that isn't quite dry, and will leave little traces on his hands, most likely. And it's just this beautiful script that is perfectly readable, and it seems to be translating into every language Oghram knows, just to make sure the information can be read and understood. And that it is dated for sometime soon, almost like a ominous ticking time clock of scheduling, of you'll know when the time is right. Just make sure you're dressed to impress, but also be comfortable.
Hey there, this is Magnus, Goblin Artificer Extraordinaire, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, let's get back to it and see what these crazy kids are up to.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure about how this works, but sure thing. And as he is kind of like feeling the cardstock and the residuey like ink feeling kind of comes off of his hand, and that's actually nice. Oh, all right. And he suddenly gets very sleepy. Like, he was already tired, but now he's very sleepy. Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and once those have names, sure, I'll deliver them. And he goes and sets the invitation on the desk next to his bed. And he climbs into bed, and as he lays back, his head doesn't even hit the pillow before he's out. And he suddenly finds himself in darkness, but he can see himself in a mirror. And he is wearing not a suit, but like, I want to say dress blues, but for a chef. He's
chef
very
whites?
like dressy. Chef whites? Yeah, chef whites.
I think it's your chef whites.
Yeah, he's wearing chef whites. And well, that's interesting. I don't even own a set of these. That's all right. And then a door appears. And he regards the door, and before he starts to reach for it. Before his hand reaches the door, it swings open, and a 3-foot tall, very familiar goblin with pink beard and pink mohawk pokes his head in. You're Oghram the Kind, right? And he, yeah. I am. Who are you, sir? Oh, sorry. My name is Magnus. I am the librarian, curator. I have many titles and many jobs in this place. If you step right this way, I can take you to your appointment. And Oghram's kind of, appointment? I have an appointment? Yeah, that's why you're here, friend. Come on, they're waiting for you. And as Oghram steps through the door, it suddenly goes from this dark room that materializes into this bustling tea shop that is also very familiar as he steps into the main lobby area of the Everbright archive and tea house. There is, of course, at the center counter, a figure in a 3-part mask and a hooded cloak with multiple arms, looking like they are cleaning up the area, putting things away, another set of hands washing dishes, another set of hands restocking the teas and the cups onto the cabinets behind them. And the figure very, very gently regards Oghram with a slow nod and continues about their business. And Oghram's like, okay, that's hello to you too, I guess. And turns towards kind of the front of the shop, where there is a table where 5 figures sit, engaged in lively but very intense conversation. And as he walks, is everything okay over there? They look like they're having some words. And Magnus still leading Oghram. Oh, I wouldn't worry about them. It's a long overdue meeting. They've got some very interesting business to attend to, scores to settle, that kind of thing. Oghram looks back over his shoulder at them and notices that the ceiling above them seems to be open and full of stars and other like strange nebula and cosmic entities. It's like, is your ceiling supposed to do that? And Magnus just kind of laughs. Not typically, but when you've got a pack of celestials in your store, you expect the unexpected, kind of. Right this way, Mr. the Kind. And you can just call me Oghram or Og, even. Listen, can I ask you something? How am I here? The last thing I remember is I was falling asleep in my, I sat down or I laid down in my bed. Then suddenly I was in a dark room. And Magnus, oh, good. That means that the invitation worked, and you're dreaming right now, but you've dreamed yourself into a real live place. You're in the center of the multiverse. It's weird trying to explain it, but you are both still in accordance with the rules of your world, Phaedos, right? Yeah. Right. But, you know, there was a workaround was found so that you could be here, but also still be there. You're dream walking, essentially. And Og stops a moment. Huh. Okay. That's a little bit weirder than I've experienced, but, sure. Yeah. All right. First time for everything, right? And Magnus kind of, yeah, trust me, it gets weirder from here. And he leads Oghram to a room, to a door. Your appointment awaits. There's already teas and cakes waiting for you inside. Please help yourself, and I'll be here when you're done. And Oghram's like, right, well, thank you, Magnus. I hope we meet again. And Magnus just kind of nods. We will. Or we will. Time is a weird soup. And Oghram's like, what? It's like, you'll understand later. And opens the door for Oghram and kind of beckons Oghram in. And Oghram will walk in and the door will close behind him. Diamond, where do we find ourselves?
We are still in the tea shop, but because Cardia wanted to pull a few strings and make this a very special occasion, because this isn't the only appointment Cardia is going to hold in this tea shop, so it needs to be a little bit more personal. So with a little bit of mantled champion dimension magic and some redecorating skills, that of the envy of many immortal celestials, deities, and entities of many multiverses, Oghram, upon opening this door, sees this entirely beautiful and cozy and comfortable living room. It is basically 2 armchairs with a coffee table in between, and then on the other side of those 2 armchairs, mostly kind of pivoted to be at the head of the coffee table, is a longer lounge sofa, and on the other side of that is another lounge sofa, all done in very homely, comfy, cozy, autumnal colors. So lots of browns and greens, maybe a little bit of blues, maybe a little bit of pinks and burgundies. There's throw pillows, there's soft candle lighting, and then the only glaring weird spot in this entirely cozy living room is right next to the burning fireplace that crickles and crackles a couple of times, is a giant recording device of some arcane manner that is just floating there. And it's just existing. And it's being manned by a little chimera that is cozied around it and on his tummy, batting at it with his tail kind of flicking to adjust the frequency. And Magnus would know this to be Oscar, the champion of knowledge and secrets, little companion, who was absconded from Gemmi as soon as Cardia Darling, the champion of love and communication, had entered the tea house and proposed this idea of having it hosted here because it's good publicity for everyone, but needed a little cameraman. And since Magnus has a job to do, Oscar wasn't busy. And so Oscar just kind of turns and looks at Oghram. It's just like, oh, good, you are here. They have been waiting for you. And then just kind of goes back to fussing with this device. Just like it's not, just a little chimera just spoke to Oghram.
Well, thank you. And he looks at his, as he kind of gesticulates, he looks at his arms and notices that his clothing has changed again. And now he finds himself in a beautiful kind of velvet smoking jacket, and silk pants that matches the ambiance and color scheme of the room. It's like, oh, well, this is more like it. I like this. This is nice. This is snazzy. And you said they've been waiting for me. Who? And he kind of looks around, and I imagine that his eyes will set on Cardia. What does he see?
Cardia decides to make their appearance known and make their existence known in that moment, almost like waving away Oscar to keep fiddling with this weird recording device. And Cardia is the essence of love in the eye of the beholder. Cardia's eyes are completely milky white, but opalescent in sheen. And Cardia's figure seems to change between a very feminine, womanly figure to a very masculine figure to a very ambiguous figure, until finally settling more on a mixture of feminine and masculine, and is about the same height as Oghram, takes on orcish traits as well, has these beautiful opal tusks that seem to curve out from the lips, but the eyes are still milky. The skin is more that of emerald instead of just green, and has this very glittering feeling to it. And the only thing of Cardia that stays the same is this shock of rose gold hair that seems to just drape in waterfalls over this very matching the vibe of Oghram's outfit, because it seemed like Cardia was deciding what to wear and needed to know what Oghram was going to wear so they can coordinate, because appearances are half of the effort sometimes with these things, especially in media. And so the smoking jacket is kind of also on Cardia, but as this very feathery, silky, almost velvety, what some people would know as a widow's robe. Tied at the waist, open, but with like very like beautiful feathers accenting. And it's this gorgeous burgundy color that seems to move in waves with this almost amethyst tone to it as well. And Cardia's just sat there waving a hand over this coffee table, changing the food selections to fit Oghram's taste, locks eyes with Oghram, and the selection locks in. And it's anything Oghram would feel to be love in food and to feel comfortable. And it's good table manners food. It's good, easy conversational food. But it's also something filling, because while you are dreaming, you can still want to feel satisfied in that dream.
Absolutely.
And they just kind of wave a hand, just these long fingers tinkle in the air. It's like, oh my goodness, you must be Oghram. I am so glad you came.
Yeah. Hi. You're the one who sent the invite?
I am. And Cardia stands and is about a little bit shorter than Oghram and goes up excitedly and then stops. And it's like, wait, I must know. How do you feel about physical contact? Are you a thumbs up, a high five, a hugger, a handshake?
I'm generally speaking, I'm an all of the abover.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna hug you then. And Cardia just
okay.
hugs, and it's this warm embrace.
Oh, that's nice. And Oghram hugs her back and like gives the same like embrace. Like, oh, it's lovely to meet you.
Oh, you are just so good. Oh my goodness, you fit your name so well. And Cardia will like lean back and they cup Ogram's face. And they're just like, oh, so this is the face that I'm... Okay. I don't know what I look like right now. I like this. Oh my goodness, I made a good choice with you. I like this look. I might keep it.
It's a good look on you.
Well, thank you. It's a better look on you, darling. Come. Sit. You can choose to sit across from me. You can sit with me. I don't mind each way. Little Oscar is going to be our little cameraman. He's very good at it. He's helped me a couple times. Don't worry. Just keep it natural. Keep it a little bit fun. So the whole lowdown on this is I heard through the rumor mill that there's some stuff going on in your world. But I couldn't come visit you because you got somebody in there who keeps that from happening. And you know what? I'm a very busy champion. I don't have time to be stuck somewhere for longer than I need to be. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to work with the nice people in this world to see if we can find a way to bring you to this world, because it's the in-between point. Because I couldn't bring you to Doradian. Oh my gosh, you got to come to Doradian when all that is settled. I will take you out on the town and we will have some fun. But
okay.
I'm here to basically help you get your story out about your little world and to let the viewers at home know what's been going on.
Oh, well, yeah, thanks. And he'll sit down in one of the nice comfy armchairs and, this is nice. This is, what is that, velvet? That's great.
I mean, you picked it. You picked the textures.
Oh.
All I did was pick the color scheme.
Oh. Then, yeah, this is velvet. This must be. Oh my gosh. This is lovely. Oh. Thank me. This is I did well.
You always do.
He sits back and he sees the food and I assume this is all right to eat.
This is all based on your subconscious, what you find comforting, what you think love is in food, what you think is a good communication food. You know, that's kind of my thing. So I'm Cardia Darling. You can use any pronouns with me. I don't care which ones. My visage will shape and change every now and again. So you can just go with the flow, honey. I don't care what you call me because everything is correct. But the way this works, because I'm a I'm the champion of love and communication. You know, it's a big ask for some people to understand how to communicate and how to love. But all forms are valid. But how this works is this is all stuff that you and your subconscious has been craving that will help you wake up after all this is done and feel well rested. You're going to feel like a million. What is your currency?
Zenith. You're
going to feel like a million Zenith after this sleep. It's going to be great because I don't want to exhaust you. Because I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. I'm very great. But like it can be a lot on some people to sit and talk with a celestial. So,
you're a celestial.
All this stuff. Technically. That's what the word they use here. It's what Magnus told me. Did you meet Magnus? He's so sweet. He's gonna take over this job. Yeah, he's gonna take over my job whenever I gotta go. I got some business things to do after I finish up with updating people about your world. So somebody else has got to do it. And Magnus, oh my gosh, I trust Magnus. We have matching hair. That's just a sign of trust in me. If you like pink, then oh yes. But anyways, and Cardia was standing and talking this entire time and just lounges on the lounge chair right next to the armchair and is just making full eye contact and is just so excited. But yeah, so tell me, what are we eating today? All this came from your subconscious.
And he will look over at the table and looking at it out of the corner of his eye, it was all very kind of ambiguous until he makes direct eye contact with it, and it kind of solidifies into a nice big bowl of red chili and a large, not a mug, but a bowl of tea. That is smoky and kind of has hints of chocolate and pomegranate. And is this what I think it is? And he takes a sip of the tea. Good gods, I haven't had underworld tea in so long. Oh.
Well, if you want to get more of that, you can just use code multiverse on FridayTea.com. Friday afternoon tea. Such a doll, such a dear.
I've heard good things about them.
I can maybe break some rules and get that delivered to you. It's fine.
I would love that. Yeah.
I like getting my interviewees a little gift. So I think we found yours. That one's also a good one. I really like, what's the other one I really like? There's one that's got kind of a starlight vibe into it. It's got glitter in it, and it's so pretty. I'm gonna just send you a couple selections. There's somebody here who's the purveyor of all this, and he's got a really nice tea shop. I think this came from his shop, but I think he got it from her shop. And you know what? I'm gonna just get it from the direct shop because it's just it's wonderful.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, I would look. Thank you. That's fantastic. And he takes the spoon and takes a scoop of the chili and takes a bite and says, Three Dragon chili. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, this is my mother's recipe. Oh. This is lovely.
Oh.
And he stifles a happy sob. Oh, well. Thank you. I need just takes another couple of scoops and oh god. Oh. Okay, you got me here. I'll answer anything you want.
It's not an interrogation, sweetheart. It's just an interview. I gotta get you comfy first before I basically want to get all the scoop. So I got a bad reputation with some people. If you saw the one with the horns out there, who looks a little scary and a little sharp, the blonde.
I noticed.
The blonde.
Yeah. I noticed the blonde. Yeah.
They came from the world that I'm in. I was supposed to basically have a little girls' night with them, and they got busy. So I decided we're going to make it productive. And I want to meet new people. And I want to hear new stories. So I heard. Also, we are recording right now. I just want to let you know. But we're going to keep it natural. You don't have to worry about it. And in the corner, it's just Oscar, You are currently live. Oscar is managing. Oscar will do the editing. Ready, go.
Okay. Oh. Hi. And he quickly, like, just kind of, like, sits up, like, straight, and then remembers that he's supposed to relax, and so he just kind of slouches just a little bit.
So how we're gonna do this is, why don't you just, like, introduce yourself? I know that, like, the invitation had your full title on it, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Introduce yourself to the people of the multiverse. Who are you?
Hello, my name is I'm called Oghram. My name is Oghram, but I'm called Oghram the Kind. I am the current chieftain of the Spine Dagger clan of orcs. We are typically in our past we were a more nomadic tribe, but we wound up settling just outside of Dawngate, and we've thrived there for several generations. I was embraced by the citizenry of Dawngate, and I started living there to kind of, facilitate good relations between the people of the city and, of course, my people just outside, my tribesmen, or tribespeople. And, I kind of fell in love with cuisine and cooking. Cooking is my love language. And I got an in with the head priestess of the Temple of Solim, and acquired a building which is both my home and my inn/tavern called Uncle Og's, and I run it, and I am the chef there, and also the bartender.
Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, your champion of Bards, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play podcast anthology series. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Why don't we get back to it?
Lovely. I love all of that. So with this tavern, with this inn that you got, I heard
Yes.
that you got some heroes staying there with you.
Yeah, that's true. We've had some heroes staying with us for the last about 6 months now. Yeah.
What are they like? Like, I know that, like, heroes is a very wide term. And you hear Cardia's voice changing, trying to settle in some kind of syncopation until finally it lands somewhere. Well, I really just want to know about these heroes and how they kind of why do they end up there?
Well, that's a great question. This kind of goes back to kind of the origins of the world that I come from, Phaedos. This being, no one knows exactly what he is, but he's been called the Guided Dreamer for as long as I can remember, at least, and probably much further back than that. Created Phaedos, and apparently took a bunch of folk from worlds all across the multiverse to populate it, along with the folk that were already here. And the world is multi-layered. There are levels, it's like stories of a building. Like, it's multi-storied, and I'm on the 4th story with the continent that I'm on, Solim, or on Wanyu rather is what it's called. And there was a legend ages back, further back, before me and before most folk, I guess, that the only way off the world is to defeat the Guided Dreamer. And so for the past who knows how many generations, heroes have been summoned from across the multiverse to our world and to try and beat and defeat the Guided Dreamer, so that they can free themselves, because they can't leave either, right? But also free us all, free everybody, so they can they have a choice as to now whether they can stay or they can go back to their worlds of origin, I suppose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, with the current cropping of heroes, what are they like? What's their little ticks? What's the hot goss on those ones?
Oh, well, usually when heroes get summoned, they summon kids, usually like teenagers. But this time we got ourselves a quartet of adults from a world called Earth, or a version of Earth, because apparently there are many, because multiverse and stuff. And they're all teachers. There's a young lady by the name of Jodie, who is she's got like this quiet strength to her. I don't really know how to describe her. She's fierce, and they were all human when they got here, but she has become one of the Mothrin, not the Larvum, and they are basically the moth people of our world. So she's now got moth antenna, and she's got wings. I don't know if she's gonna change any more than she already has, because usually the change happens, both slowly and quickly at the same time. So whether or not she's done with her transition, who knows? And then there's Lysandra, who is also human, but they have also kind of changed form into kind of I believe they called it a Vulpathinger, which is like a cross between a rabbit and an antelope. Cause she has their antlers and kind of bunny ears, but also she's got fangs, so kind of like some vampire vibes. She's a tall one. She deals with fire a lot. She likes spicy. She really loves my spicy cooking. And the others seem to tease her about being an arsonist, but she likes to say that she's not an arsonist, even though she apparently has some kind of like weird fire dance magic thing going on. She's good vibes. And there's this very, very curious young man, or young entity called Blaidd. And when they got here, they were human, but they had a different kind of transition than the other two. They are now a robot, and they kind of did it themselves, which was impressive. They transitioned themselves into a robot with a hoverboard that has a scorpion tail on it, and it's pretty impressive, to be honest. It's a whole thing. And then there is Malachi, who seems very theatrical kind of guy. He seems to love the theater and classical music and things like that. Also has like a very interesting charisma about himself that kind of lends to his strength. But yeah, they all seem to care deeply about their students that they kind of got pulled away from, but are also determined to kick this Guided Dreamer's ass because of the way that he summons kids. So they all seem very nice. They've hung out in my tavern for the last 6 months, and I've gotten to know them, I think, fairly well. they're a good bunch. I like them. I like them a lot.
I love that. I truly love that you made such a like safe little space for them to kind of just have their little experience before they go off and kick some butt.
Well, yeah, they gotta take some time to acclimate to the world because we don't want to, we can't just let them get summoned here and then we immediately go, well, you're here now. See you later. Bye bye. Have fun storming the castle. We can't do that. We got to make sure that they're settled and situated and they feel good about what they're doing. We had some agents come from the capital city to help kind of train them and get them acclimated to their gifts and abilities and stuff. It's a process so that they feel prepared and confident in going out into the world.
So like these agents though.
Yeah.
What are they like? Who are they? That's so spicy. What was that? Tell me more.
So these are agents of an organization called the Circle. And they basically exist as kind of both a heroes guild and also, or an adventurers guild, but also they, from what I understand, they primarily exist for when heroes come, particularly when the children heroes arrive. So they don't just send them out into the world. They take them in and they protect them until they are of adult age. And then they're able to send them out into the world fully trained and confident in, what they're going to do. The ones that have come in are, there's Duke. And Duke's kind of a big guy, big burly man. Likes a nice long leather coat with a nice furry collar. Like he's getting ready for like the snow. It snows here occasionally. It's not a huge thing, but he seems to be always prepared for it. Also, he's a werewolf. That's the thing we found out. Yeah. It's a good time. He seems like a nice guy. He's tough, but he's also got like a sweet kind of sensitive side. And then there's Desdemona. We call her Desi for short. She's a half orc like me, but she's about my height. But she's ripped, she's jacked, she's strong. She is a martial artist, and also kind of she's a healer, and she's kind of got some like cool like druidy vibes going. She works with like plants and animals and stuff. She's good people. She's kind of shy. Listen, you didn't hear this from me. Or rather, actually, you know what? Fuck it. You heard it from me. She immediately had eyes for Malachi.
No.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sparks flew immediately.
Oh, I love a good love story.
Oh, yeah. From what I understand, she got off the train and locked eyes, and there was music and birds singing and all kinds of crazy shit. It was lovely. So, yeah. There's that. And then there's their resident genius, Curator. Curator Hammerfist. She's a lovely, she's half goblin, half elf. And unfortunately she is unable to walk on her own, but she actually built herself a chair that has legs, and sometimes the legs are actually metallic tentacles. Ask her. She's the genius. She's amazing.
Listen, I do love a woman in Eldritch STEM. They are beloved to me. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay.
Yeah. But she and Blaidd actually helped. She helped Blaidd basically transition from organic to metallic. She's fantastic. She's kind of got her own stuff going on though too. She's her little brother, who's also named Curator, kind of went missing. So she's been looking for him. She's been missing. The poor kid's been missing for a while. So hopefully, hopefully he turns up. He's got to turn up, right?
Hey.
But yeah, hopefully, I think she has hope that maybe the heroes can help with that. So while they're on their journeys, maybe they'll keep an eye out for the kid. But yeah, they are all they're all a nice bunch, the three of them. Ooh, some other juicy gossip for you.
Please.
Duke, our lovely werewolf boy. He and Kali Zephyrin, our priestess. There's definitely a thing going on with them. And Lysandra did some cool magic to help help. I wouldn't say light the flame, but definitely stoke the flame for sure. If you get the drift.
So the little arsonist that's not an arsonist is a little matchmaker then. Get it?
She did some kind of like fire dance, and like used some kind of like fancy chaos magic, and made stuff happen with the two of them. And they started dancing, and then by the end of the dance, they were full on like making out. It was crazy pants. It's a good time.
Ooh. So you mentioned with Malachi and Desi. There's a little bit of a thing there. You know if that's gone anywhere? And Cardia is locked in.
Well, there was a kiss that happened during their combat training.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So they very recently, actually today for me, I guess, had a bit of a combat test to make sure that they were ready to go out into the world. And they passed with flying colors. But poor Desi got knocked out. And our man Malachi went to go help her out because he's got some healing abilities. He healed her, and then she kissed him. And it was very lovely.
Love.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta love. I mean, it's kind of my entire...
Absolutely.
Domain,
it's your,
partially. So,
you mentioned that. Yeah.
So okay, so they fought. So who did the heroes fight? Did they fight the agents? I thought the agents are the good guys. Did the agents train them?
The agents trained them. Right?
Okay.
And so the agents trained them. Curator built some automatons, right? And so the agents fought the automatons. And it was an intense battle. So Jodie got these cool weapons. So they didn't start out as weapons. They started out as books, and one of the books turned into an axe, like a battle axe, and the other book turned into a shield. That's what I said. And so it's the four of them versus 4 automatons. And Desdemona, because Desdemona got involved too. Desdemona, they were kicking some ass. Both sides kicked some ass. It was an intense fight. I was off in the back row because I didn't want to intrude too much. While I was definitely there watching. Everybody had their popcorn and stuff, and it was a good time. I thought that the heroes were gonna go down a couple of times, but they rallied. They used some really good teamwork and magical skills. And got themselves back up, and kicked Desi's ass, and there was this big automaton. I guess it was their leader, and it was talking smack to Lysandra, and they were talking smack back and forth, and I think they bonded over that. And there was another smaller automaton that bonded with Blaidd, and on that. Heroes and automatons becoming friends. Who knew? It's things that happen here or there on Phaedos. Here, there, everywhere. I guess.
Everywhere is just the better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I love this so much. So, you mentioned that the heroes can do some fun little magic stuff and the fighting stuff.
Yeah.
So Og, what can you do? What's I know that you're a proprietor of a really cool business that and Cardia looks directly at the recording device like, and if when out of this unnecessary situation with the guy Dreamers handle, make sure you check out Uncle Og's in Phaedos on the fourth floor.
Yeah, we're in Dawngate. We're right next to the Temple of Solim. It's a good time. Come on down and hang out. I'll cook you a good meal. Make you a good drink. The heroes actually gave me some good recipes for from their world. It's great. They taught me about root beer floats. Who knew? I didn't know about that kind of stuff. It's ice cream and root beer together. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Sounds like a great time, actually.
Yeah.
And as Og says that, a root beer float appears in front of him.
Yeah, like that. That one right here. Here, you should try it. And then he pushes it in Cardia's direction. Like,
Cardia definitely
you just gotta try it.
And like very daintily takes a sip out of the straw, and then the straw goes flying across the room and is just chugging it. And then clears the entire glass like, oh, that was so good. Oh my goodness.
See?
You know, we have something like this in Doradian, but it's not like this. Like, this is your, like, herbal and, like, dairy products, and they taste a little bit different, but they're perfect. So, like, I gotta know. So I got a little bit of information from your world. I don't get good stuff. I get, like, out of context stuff that makes no sense until, like, I can actually, like, ask about it. Because rules are rules, but communication is communication, and gossip is communication in the best form, if you ask me. So, like, why were the heroes sniffing and licking each other's hands?
Right. And you see him just kind of smile around his tusks, and he kind of, like, starts shaking with laughter. Right. So when they were kind of investigating, like, what they were capable of, these marks started to kind of appear on their hands. I think they correspond to kind of their natural talents and abilities, or something like that. And so they were smelling themselves, and they would each get a scent. Like Lysandra's hands started smelling like warm wood. And Blaidd smelled like cold steel. And so they all began kind of like licking themselves after they sniffed themselves. And then Jodie got it in her head to start licking each other. And so that happened. Malachi wasn't really into it, but they held him down, and they just kind of they licked him. They licked the kid.
You know, all the teachers I know, this tracks. All the teachers I know, this kind of chaos is kind of just what happens in the summer times. So, like,
yeah, like it's interesting because the three of them that are like very much like they have what's the word I'm looking for idiosyncrasies about them. And Malachi seems at first kind of blah, but the more I get to know him, there's a little weirdo in there, and he's gonna come out, and that's gonna be fun.
I do love a little weirdo. Like, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're the best ones though. Like, you gotta have that little bit of interest in it, because it just makes things all the more fun to just exist around.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this was amazing. Is there anything else fun you want to tell me and our audience at home?
Let me think. I know they're from a version of Earth where someone called Bruno Mars is the president. I don't really know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I don't, actually. I wonder if that's more of a Gemmi kind of ask, because that's like the knowledge part of it. I'm sure that, like, I could probably interrupt somebody's broadcast and find out, but, like, I'll do some little bit of research, and the next time we get to chat, we'll definitely learn about this together. But like,
cool, yeah.
I think that's odd. Okay.
Yeah.
So you then have had heroes from different versions of Earth?
Yeah. This is maybe the third set of heroes that I've seen in my time, but we've had not the last set of heroes, but I think the heroes before that were also from a version of Earth. They were also adults, which is kind of weird. They were already heroes on their Earth, which is, double special. And I know that one of they eventually they did make it all the way up to the 12th floor, all the way up to the Guided Dreamer, and they fought the man. And 5 of them went up there, and only 4 came back.
Oh.
Yeah. But
so
they didn't say he died.
Oh.
Which is the odd part. They just say he just kind of went off and disappeared.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they didn't defeat the Guided Dreamer, obviously, but
obviously.
Yeah. I know that. I think they're all somewhere on the 7th floor on the Corona.
Okay.
Somewhere just hanging out. I'm sure the current heroes will run into them eventually.
Oh, that's kind of just how stories work, I think. I mean,
yeah.
No. They got some ambition to them, it sounds like, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I gotta know, Uncle Augie, if I can.
Certainly.
Did you enjoy our little quality time interview?
Oh my gosh, this was so nice. This is the best dream I've ever had.
Oh, I do love you. I do love hearing that. Well, that's all my questions for you. And it seems like Cardia looks at something in the corner, which seems to be an hourglass turned upside down with the sand dripping down it. So, like, the way this works is that I had to pull a couple favors with, like, a dream kind of domain thingy-majig from different worlds. Sure. Not this world, or the one at the table, or the one from my world, or the one from your world. If you have one in your world, like a different world, and it just kind of works on a timer. I had to split it between a couple different letters. So those letters, Amaris, like, gave you all of them, right?
She threw them at me, yeah.
Okay, cool. They do that. He's very busy and very stressed all the time. And, like, I don't give her much grief about it because Amaris is just Amaris. I pulled a favor. But yeah, so the way it works is that the basically paper itself is just whatever nice paper is going to look good on your mantle. And then the accent starts changing back on your mantle because, you need a little bit of decoration sometimes and a little memento from yours truly. But the way it works is that if you ever need anything or you need like a little extra boost in communicating with somebody or you need a little boost in making sure that you feel loved, just go ahead and touch that paper a little bit, and it'll be a little bit of a vote of confidence from yours truly. Just a little gift. It doesn't work, like, it doesn't do anything magically. It's more of just a memento that you can look at, and you can be like, oh yeah, I had a good time with Cardia. I had a good dream. I felt energized. I felt like I was loved, and I got to talk and have good conversation. We got to spill some gossip. We got to drink some good tea. We got to reminisce with some memories through food. And you got to experience a new world since you're a little bit stuck in yours. But it's also a thing so that whenever the things with the Guided Dreamer, homie, I was going to invite him to see if maybe I could talk to him a little bit. Maybe convince him it's like, hey, this is really bad for tourism. If you don't open up things, you really shouldn't just start taking people. But then I decided it's like, bad guys are not good conversationalists. They like to monologue.
I heard about that. Yeah, he does that from time to time.
But the way it works, if you just need a little bit of memento confidence, you can just rub your fingers on that and be like, oh yeah, I had a really good time. The world is a good place, and there's other people outside this world that care about me. And so the other ones will choose names. And if you could just pass along those, I think the best way to maybe do it is like if you just sneak them into the heroes' packages of things whenever they're leaving, then the letters will find who they're supposed to find. They know where they're going. They just needed to make it into your world.
Okay, yeah. No, I can totally do that for you.
Fantastic. Well,
and listen, whenever the world opens up, because I got a good feeling about these kids. I think they're gonna do it. They're definitely motivated.
I think they are too.
When, not if, but when the world opens up, and you ever want a good, nice, like hearty meal, you come and see me.
Oh, you know I will. I'm gonna come and bring friends. I'm gonna have a little party. We're gonna just patronage.
Please.
We're gonna patronage.
Bring all your friends.
Yeah. I might just have to host a little interview there whenever we're done. And we're going to have a little catch up.
That would be lovely.
And it's not going to be business or work. It's going to be fun. And then you can show me around. And then I'll take you back with me. You'll take a little vacation. You get to come visit me in Doradian.
A vacation with you? I think I would love that.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And you know what? I like you. I adore you. I think you're going to do great. I think you're going to do wonderful things. Oh. I think they picked the right chieftain.
Oh. Well, thank you. That makes me feel really good.
All right, Augie, why don't you give your little outro? Tell these lovely viewers where they can find you.
Oh.
And then we'll wrap up tonight.
Well, hi. Once again, I've been Oghram the Kind, chieftain of the Spine Dagger clan. And you can find me on Phaedos on the 4th floor, which is on Wanyu, in the nice little seaside town called Dawngate. Sorry, you're so pretty, you make me nervous.
You're flattering.
I hear I'm pretty good at it.
Fantastic at it.
But yeah, you come on down to Uncle Og's Tavern. We got rooms, we got beds, we got great food. Occasionally we have bards that come and play. So you can eat, you can dance, whatever. It'll be a good time. Come on down, have a party with us, and have a party with the old Uncle Og.
That was fantastic. And then the little recording device in the corner that was being manned by a, seeming to be napping Oscar. Oscar wakes up. Oh, recording has stopped. Oscar would like a snack. Oscar's going to go get snack now. And Oscar jumps down and grows 3 times in size to be about the size of a lion. And then is just shaking out. It's like, oh, Oscar is big now. Oscar get big snack. And just walks through the door.
So a legit chimera. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's just Oscar. Oscar does that. I love Oscar's death. I love him to death. He's just, he's so mischievous. Sometimes I wonder what he gets up to. But you know what? That's for another episode. But
okay,
I got to get you back to your world so you can have a good night's sleep. Make sure you take your leftovers with you so you can basically wake up and remember all those good feelings. And then I'm going to walk you out with Magnus. Magnus!
Okay. And the door cracks open. Magnus pokes his head in. Yeah, you everything all right in here? I just saw
Magnus,
Oscar
sweetheart.
kind of walk out.
Oh, Oscar wanted a snack. Magnus, sweetheart.
Yes.
I want to walk with you to take Oghram back.
Sure. Yeah, of course. And he'll open the door, and at this point, a little, like a 4.5 tall robot that resembles a salt and pepper shaker will kind of zoom by. Need to put the cookies away. Cookies must go away. Away, 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 away. And Oghram kind of, was that what I think that was?
Yeah, we don't ask too many questions about that. It's, there's a man here who says that he's a champion. And you know what? That's not how it works in my world. But that's what that's what those ones are discussing about. But it's fine. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna figure it out. It's fine. I have faith in Gemmi. Gemmi might not have faith in me. I have faith in Gemmi. But the other ones are really gonna give that one a run for their money. It's fine. But yeah. So, but as Cardia is talking, as soon as like they take a few steps towards Magnus, their form changes again. They meet the height between Magnus and Oghram, and they are basically an orc goblin hybrid. Just still with that long, fluffy rose quartz hair. But the outfit changes too, to where it's like, it's a combination of like a smoking jacket. It's a little bit more masculine, but still a little bit feminine. But it has more of the vibe of like a tinkerer. Kind of like just someone who dabbles in different things. But all of the accessories are all based around letter writing. Okay. All right. I'm ready to go. I think I'm suitable now. And if you look at Cardia's feet, they are currently wearing fluffy bunny slippers.
Okay, yeah, that's...
The heels get uncomfy. It's fine.
Sure, yeah, of course. And Magnus will kind of look up at Oghram. Don't worry about it, man. I'm not used to it either. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure I will get used to it at some point, but that time is not now.
Just gotta spend time with me. And Cardia will loop arms with both Magnus and Oghram. And this is why the size was changed to be the perfect medium between the two of them.
Well, if the two of you will come with me, I will take you to the. It's not our actual exit, but your exit, I guess. Gesturing to Oghram, and Oghram. Sure, yeah, okay. And they will all walk towards the center of this. It looks like it's kind of a mini library where there does not seem to be a door, but Magnus will reach out and turn his hand, and a doorway just kind of cracks open and swings open into that same kind of dark room with the mirror, and yeah, looks like your clothes changed again. And Oghram looks down at himself, and he's back in his chef whites. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess they did, huh? This place is weird.
It's all right,
but nice. I think I'd come here to hang out. It seems real cozy. And Magnus would just kind of, yeah, that's the whole point. We wanted this to be kind of a cozy junction between kind of everything and everywhere. Like you did well. I could learn a thing or two from you. Like, thanks. I'll tell Griot about that. That's yeah.
I think I just think Magnus deserves a raise. You know, just like just a little bit. Does a lot.
Well, if you can put in a good word, I'll gladly take one. I'm not fishing for one, but I'll gladly accept the raise. That'd be cool.
You want to move the door that I can pay you more than Griot?
Nah, we kind of have a deal. And
darn.
He's kind of my best friend, and I don't want to leave him. We did kind of build this together. So it's both of our babies.
That's fair. All right. Well, Augie, baby, I will see you when that pesky guided dreamer, is just a figment of someone's imagination again. Until next time.
Well, it was lovely meeting the both of you, and thank you so much for having me. And he's in his other hand, he's got kind of the leftover chili, and he's carrying the bowl of tea in the other hand, and as he kind of like negotiates kind of the release of the arms, he will stand in front of the door, will turn to the both of you, kind of bows on behalf of my tavern and of the Spine Dagger clan. I'll extend an invitation of hospitality and of a friendship to both of you, and to, of course, the owner of this establishment for hosting. Whenever you guys are in Phaedos, you are welcome, both by clan and both by my tavern. So, yeah. Thank you for a lovely time, all of you.
Thank
And
you.
he will back into the door. And goes, now, is there a light switching? And the door will close. And as the door shuts, everything goes dark again for Oghram.
Mm-hmm.
And there is this sensation of warmth on Oghram's face as his eyes flutter open in his bed. As he lays there on his back with his hands across his heart. He takes a breath for a moment and he sits up. That was something. Wonder if... And he looks at the table next to the bed and sees the card. Kind of gives a big, wide, toothy grin around his tusks. That. Boy, I've got a story for Callie when I see her next. And we will kind of zoom out on that.
Well, that was fun.
That was great.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to our little tea time snack, which is the way that we're going to be recapping a couple of these episodes for the last story specifically.
Yeah.
It's an idea I pitched to Sphinx. Sphinx loved it. I got to introduce two of my little Doradian babies, being Amaris, the messenger, who uses any and all pronouns, and also Cardia Darling, who uses any and all pronouns, and is the champion of love and communication in the same world as Gemmi Hoard, the champion of knowledge and secrets. So thank you to Sphinx for letting me explore this idea.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. I'd say every 5 episodes, not just with the last story, but with all of the stories that we tell here in the Archive. I think doing Tea Time Snack is going to be an ongoing thing. I just enjoyed the daylights out of this. It was lovely and adorable, and just a good way to recap. So, yeah.
And also meet some NPCs that you've put a lot of love into.
Yeah.
I love Uncle Og so much. I was so glad you picked him.
I am too. So for those of you who are curious about Oghram, Oghram is actually a pullover from my previous campaign, Agents of the Circle. That is also a podcast that you can go and check out. He was only on the show for like an episode or two. And I really liked him. I'm like, I've got to do something else with this guy. And so when I came up with the concept for the last story and started pulling characters from Agents of the Circle into it, he was at the top of my list. No, I've got to... Oghram's coming. Oghram's here now. This is where we live.
You got both my boys, and Oghram and Magnus. Magnus deserves a raise. This is why Cardia's trying to steal him. It's just... And Gemmi loves... Magnus is the favorite.
So. Magnus is good people. Magnus is 100% good people.
And I hope you liked little Oscar.
Oh,
I hope you liked
Oscar was adorable. Little
Oscar. And his chaos will maybe be shown later of what he gets up to while Gemmi is busy. And Cardia's not there to keep him company. But yeah.
I like that a lot.
So I hope that you enjoyed our tea time snack, and I hope that you also check out Friday Afternoon Tea with FridayTea.com. Use code Multiverse. Make sure to check out Sphinx's recommendations on which ones to get. The tea that Oghram was talking about, Underworld, is lovely, and the one that I feel is like basically love in a cup. So yeah, make sure to check out our lovely sponsor, and use code Multiverse for 10% off. And also, if you ever see Friday, tell Friday that we love them. All the teas.
Absolutely. 100%. I mirror all of those sentiments. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this new segment, this new ongoing segment. Of course, check us out. We will be everywhere where you get your podcasts. Check out our YouTube channel. Please check out where we're at on basically all social media. There will be a link to all of that stuff, including our Ko-fi, where if you would like to donate to us or subscribe to us even to get some of our other cool bonus content that you can only get by becoming a subscriber. And also, you can join our Discord. Hang out with us in Discord. We've got some cool people there. I'm getting used to kind of using having my own Discord. So it's I haven't done a whole lot on it yet, but we're getting there. We're easing ourselves into it. And Diamond, our very own Diamond here, did an immaculate job of building it for us.
I tried.
This nice little cozy place where we can just kind of be nerds and tell stories together.
And if you join our Discord, hopefully by the time this goes up, there will be some special little emojis you can use from the Everbright Archive Discord, including one of my champion, my little bardic deity Celestial, Gemmi, getting a little head pat, and it's called Gemmi Pat. So if you would like to be able to react to a Gemmi Pat to other messages, make sure you join the Everbright Archive Discord server. You never know what's going to be next on what my creative endeavors will lead us to. So, yeah.
But yeah, so look for us everywhere. Of course, links in the show notes to all of us in the cast as well. Follow us individually. Follow us at the Everbright or the Everbright Archive on socials. And as always, thanks for being here with us. May the dice roll. Well, thank you for walking the storied path with us, firstly.
Yes.
And as always, may the dice roll ever in your favor. We'll catch you all next time.
Bye.
You have been listening to the Everbright Archive bonus episode. We hope that you enjoyed our show, and we hope that you'd like to hear more. For access to the main show, more bonus episodes, and for more information about our wonderful cast, access to the show's Discord server, and if you'd like to support our show via Ko-fi, please follow the beacons link in the show description. We hope you continue to follow us as we continue to walk the storied path. May the dice roll ever in your favor.